Hi there, and welcome to this week's edition of Top End Track Talk. I'm Andrew O'Toole, and today we'll be previewing this coming Friday's meeting here at Fanny Bay, the first meeting for a fortnight, which will be contested on the 5th of March. Unfortunately, we only have a 4-race card to bring you this week, with the benchmark 76 1300 attracting insufficient acceptors and therefore being deleted from the program. However, we are optimistic that next Saturday's meeting, the Shenanigans St Pat's Cup fixture, will be a bumper card of racing with 6 races programmed on the day. This Friday's meeting will get underway at the late afternoon time of 3:42 p.m, with the last of the 4 events timed to go at 5:35 p.m. Field sizes are on the light side again, with 2 5s and 2 6-horse fields on offer, but we will do our best to pinpoint the main chances. The opener is the Darwin Racing Membership Trobus Handicap, a 3 and 4-year-old event over 1,300 metres. Only 5 runners will take to the start, but the winner is exempt from the ballot for the St Pat's Cup in 8 days' time. In the first, my numbers are 2, 1 and 3. Not sure how many of these horses, if they win, will be heading to the St Pat's Cup, but my numbers, as we mentioned, 2, 1, 3. Number 2 on top, Obligatory. He's only a 3-year-old. I'd be surprised if Gary Clark sends him towards a St Pat's Cup run. He's more likely to head to Alice Springs, I would have thought, for the Guineas down there in a few weeks' time. But nevertheless, he's a pretty smart horse. He's only had the 2 starts in Darwin, the son of Fastnet Rock, and Jared Todd teams with him again. He won his maiden here on the 26th of January. Then last time out in 3 and 4-year-old Class 2 company, he was super impressive. That was on the 12th of Feb. He won by 7.5 lengths, would you believe, on that occasion. He ran good time. He certainly looks a horse with a future. He's carrying the same weight as he did last time out. He's up in trip, but that certainly doesn't seem to be any impediment to him. And I think he's the horse to beat, even up against the older 4-year-old. So 2 on top for me, Obligatory. To beat the stablemate number 1, Escondido. It's no secret of the regard that I hold this horse in. I think he's a very smart up-and-coming stayer. From the Clark stable, of course, Adam Nichols takes the mount. He won at his first start back this campaign on the 5th of February. That was 1,100 metres. There's no doubt the step up to the 1,300 metres will help him. He's up in weight and there's a 4-kilogram differential between him, Escondido, the top weight, and number 2, Obligatory, and I think that might be enough for Obligatory to hold the cards here. Escondido will be very hard to beat. I've got him in to run second. And in for third, number 3, Marcellus from the Angela Forster stable. Wayne Davis aboard. Consistent type, won his maiden 3 starts back, and his last couple of runs have been pretty decent. I think he's probably got a bit of improvement to come, and I'm putting him in to run third. In the opener, good race, 2, 1 and 3. The second's the Asian United Food Service Handicap, sponsored by our good friends at Asian United Food Service, Nelson, Lay and the team. This is a benchmark 54, and this one over the 1,200 metres. My numbers here are 3, 4 and 1. Going for the Gary Clark stable again here, with number 3, Frilly Design. Jared Todd aboard. That combination, of course, needs no introduction. They rack up winners time and time again, of course. Good run, Frilly Design, first up this campaign on Australia Day. That was the 26th of Jan. Finished third in 0 to 64 grade behind stablemate Patriot Day. So dropping in grade, up in weight a little bit, but should take improvement from that first up run and be very hard to beat. 3 on top for me. To beat the stablemates from the Phil Cole stable, number 4, Recording to Win, and number 1, Looking for You. Recording to Win, Wayne Davis aboard. Coming back in trips, been racing over a mile, or did last time, but back to the 1,200 I don't think's any issue for Recording to Win. And in for third, number 1, Looking for You. Gets the claim from young Tessa Townsend. Tessa had a great day here a couple of meetings ago where she won 3 races on the day. She claims the 3 kilograms. So this horse coming down in grade, Looking for You, and carries the same weight as he did last time when third. That was behind Patria in the same race that Frilly Design, not the same race as Frilly Design ran, and that was behind Patriot Day. So Looking for You, third last time out, same weight again, and young Tessa Townsend aboard, should race well. In the second, 3, 4 and 1. Race 3 is the St Pat's Day on the 13th of March handicap. Great day on the calendar here, as it always is. This one is 0 to 64 and it's over the 1100 metres. Numbers in the third going here with 2, 5 and 3. Racing really well, number 2, Defence Attorney for trainer Tayan Holter and Vanessa Arnott in the saddle again. 2 wins, 2 seconds, his last 4 starts, and just couldn't be going any better. His last start second was behind Patria. That was in 0 to 64 grade, so same grade again. Was only beaten 2 lengths on that occasion, a pretty good time. And I think in this small field, only 5 to go round, will take a power of beating. 2 on top. To beat 5, Twilight Manoeuvre. Chris Pollard trains, Barry Huppert's in the saddle. 3 seconds, his last 3, Twilight Manoeuvre, so really knocking on the door here. Those seconds have been behind Defence Attorney, Manly Cove and Fashionetti. So nothing to suggest it won't race well again. And in for third, number 3, Fashionetti. 4 starts in Darwin for 3 wins. Stepping up in trip from the 1,000 to the 1,100 metres is possibly a question mark, and also goes up in weight by 1.5 kilos. But has done nothing wrong for Emma Steele, and Adam Nichols takes the mount. Numbers in the third, 2, 5 and 3. And the last, the Philly Fridays handicap at 5:35. A good time then to head to Silks for a cool beverage, no doubt, on Friday afternoon after work. This one, the Class 2, it's over the 1,100 metres. Numbers here, 1, 2 and 5. Going here with number 1, Testino, to give Tayan Holter a double on the day. Vanessa Arnott likewise. And Testino resumed here on the 12th of February. Hadn't raced for several months, not since the 22nd of July. It was a really good run, I thought. Third behind Obligatory. Down in weight by 0.5 kilo, and it was only beaten last time out behind Obligatory, finished third, but the second horse on that occasion was Global Wonder, and there was only a half length margin between those two. That's what I'm trying to spit out anyway. So I'm going with Testino on top to beat number 2, Global Wonder. Back in trip, and as I mentioned, there's a half length difference in there was last time between Testino and Global Wonder, and I think with the weight turnaround, Testino down in weight, that could just make the difference second up for Testino. But Global Wonder, 2 seconds his last 2, going really well, both behind Obligatory, of course, as we've mentioned. Back in trip from the 12 to the 11, I don't think will be an issue. Adam Nichols for Gary Clark. And in for third, number 5, Hajime Naoki. Really made a good impression when winning here for Tessa Townsend and Phil Cole. That was on the 19th of February, and that was in maiden company, so certainly up in grade but down in weight. And the way it went the other day from the 1 draw, it's drawn the 1 gate again, should be in the picture. In the last, 1, 2 and 5. 2 best bets on the day, couldn't come up with a roughie in these small fields, so 2 best bets. Race 2, number 3, Frilly Design. Race 2, number 3, Frilly Design. And in race 3, number 2, Defence Attorney. Race 3, number 2, Defence Attorney. Well, that wraps up this edition of Top End Track Talk. We'll be back in advance of our feature event, the St Pat's Cup meeting next Saturday. That's the 13th of March. It's always a great day on the calendar, and with the likes of the Captain, Smuggling and Co. in the co-feature of the day. They're in the weight for age 1300. Of course, the big race is the St Pat's Cup. Promises to be a tremendous day of action on the track here at Fanny Bay. And until then, good luck and good punting.